Hello, this is ASMR Vibes. Welcome back to another video. Thought today I would play some Final Fantasy 15. Just a disclaimer, I'm not very good at this game, and I sort of picked it up and played it for a few hours, or let's see here, we'll find out the exact time. Okay, well, 6 hours, almost 7 hours. And honestly, it didn't really grab me at first. But the more I play it, I think it's one of those JRPGs where you just have to give it some time. And I don't think, you know, 5, 6, 7 hours is enough. I just got to this, to like the next area in the game. And I'm on the Kokobo farm. And I don't know, it's been a lot of fun. And I thought I would just kind of share with you guys where I'm at so far. As always, if you do like what you see or you enjoy the content, please don't hesitate to leave a like. Um, Subscribing and feedback is always appreciated. Myself and Noctis would appreciate it very much. Um, okay, so let's just take a walk around here. I'll
You
show
observe
you.
the eccentric behavior. I'm sensing some aggression.
I'm gonna go ahead and tone the audio down just a little bit. Turn the voice down a little bit. I'm not sure how loud that's gonna end up being for you guys, but just to keep it somewhat of an ASMR video. Um, and we might as well lower that down too. Okay. Alright. So a few things that kind of bugged me about this game. I'm definitely, was used to the turn-based approach of the other Final Fantasy games. But I did get into Final Fantasy 12 quite a bit. I never beat it, but I rarely beat Final Fantasy games. I don't know why. 10, I got the closest. I pretty much got to the end, I'd say within a few hours, and there was just like a final boss I couldn't beat. So I'm well versed in playing them. Um, just I haven't beaten them. But some of the things that have bugged me in this one that I've kind of come around to a little bit, the mana system's different. You don't really have like spells like you would in the older games. Instead, you have this elemency tab here where you create these flasks, almost like Molotov cocktails or something. And then you can equip them and throw them at the enemy. Some of the other things, I know it seems like I'm harping on the game, but just how I felt at first. Like, this is your gear, so there's no armor. This is just what, um, Noctis will look like pretty much for the rest of the game. Now, I do see this attire here, and I have all these, like, outfits, but it's not, it seems to affect my, um, health and whatnot in different ways. But, like, here, like, this one would put up my hit points and whatnot. But I really don't want to wear that. I don't know. Yeah, this puts up my attack, so I don't know if, like, you pick up new outfits or that's just how it is in the game. But, kind of, I just wasn't a huge fan of it, I guess. Um, let's see what else. Those were kind of the big things. Um, yeah, this is kind of cool. The other thing too was like you don't really get to control the other characters like you could in other Final Fantasy games. That kind of bugs me too. So you're really just playing as Noctis. Sorry guys, just getting a quick drink there. But like I said, I can kind of understand what they were trying to do here. They're trying to make a more streamlined Final Fantasy game and modernize it a little bit with having vehicles. And to get some of the good stuff in the game. I do really like how like you have these four friends that are like kind of going on a really long road trip. It reminds me of so many movies that there have been, about similar like buddy road trips. But I can't remember a game I've ever played that was even like this or pulled it off so well. So that's pretty cool. I really like the humor of let's see, I always forget the character names. Let's see if I can. Um, okay, of Prompto. He's pretty funny. And after a battle, you'll hear him like hum the Final Fantasy music. So that's kind of thought that was kind of charming. Um, I'm getting used to the battles. At first, it seemed like really boring because you're just hitting mashing the B button essentially. I'm playing on an Xbox controller right now. If you guys can hear the clicks. Um, and yeah, so I was like, man, you're just mashing the B button. But there's more to it than that. There's this warping that you do. I don't think you can do it without being in combat. Oh, looks like you can. Um, and it adds a layer of complexity because you're constantly sort of warping around the field. Um, you do these things called warp strikes, and it damages the enemy, but it does cost MP. Um, so I guess there is that. Technically, that does take up your MP. In addition, well, the flask actually wouldn't cost MP. As you can see, I'm still learning everything. But the other thing is, you can see here the game is gorgeous. I mean, it looks great. I have a 2070 Super with a i7 8th gen for you nerds out there, um, with 16 gigs of RAM, and I believe that I have this on my SSD drive, and it runs really, really well. I don't know if that's everyone's experience. Like maybe if you have a like a 1060 or something, maybe it stutters. But I also only have a 1080p monitor, so that might help because I'm only running it at a lower resolution. I'm not too sure. Well, I know that would increase performance. But yeah, it just looks so, so cool. Oh, looks like we're in a battle here. So I'll show you that really quick. Now it's, oh, yeah, there's this blocking here. And then if you can get a parry, then you'll do like a critical. Here, that. You guys will have to let me know in the comments, but I still feel like the music is like maybe a little too loud. Um, I don't think this matters at all, but turn it down. There we go. Maybe that'll be a little better. Here's the warp strike. See that? That was pretty cool. Now, if you guys are interested, um, I can run a playthrough of this game and just like pick up right where I am right now. But I just thought I'd kind of share my thoughts with the game so far, being 7 hours in. Um, I'm a huge fan of Game Pass on the PC, and this happens to be on there, and that's why I started playing it. Now, I did originally play it on my PS4 Pro, um, but a lot of times I'm upstairs, and that's where my PC is, and it's nice to just be able to play it on the PC. Oh, what do I do here? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so Ignis has recipes that he makes when you retire for the night. Essentially, there's a day-night cycle in this game, and I always like this. Like, I would really call it a trope, but at nighttime, like all the powerful enemies come out. I just finished be oh, I just finished beating Xenoblade Chronicles, and they had a day-night cycle where like the enemy's really tough at night. So I'm a big fan of that, and it's kind of cool. It creates like a creepy atmosphere, like like oh, better, you know, better get to bed until the morning because I'm so weak right now. Like I'm level 15 and I'm just scratching the surface of this very large RPG. But yeah, so I will say this, where sometimes you put a game in and you're just not, it just doesn't grab you immediately. And this was that game for me. It was kind of like a slow burn at first. And so if you are on the fence and you know maybe you played it for like an hour and you played Final Fantasy games before and you're like, man, this is just way too simple. I'd say give it another shot. Maybe, oh, there we go. Um, you know, maybe try and take it for what it is, and I think you'll probably have a lot of fun with it. If that's not you and you like this game from the start, that's awesome too. I just wasn't, I just wasn't that person immediately. So, okay. Wow, what is that crazy thing? Yeah, see, he's just like my favorite character. He's hilarious. And doesn't he kind of look like Cloud? Like, did they do that on purpose? I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited to like explore more of this world. Um, I don't know. I'm really stoked about it. I want to see like what else there is. What I'd really want to know, for those of you that have played it, um, please let me know in the comments. I'm actually really curious. So there's that like Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. Um, is that the same game just with like potato graphics? Like, does it does it I'm getting a little stutter here. Does it is it the same world like entirely? Because that I remember that released and I was so confused because like it seems like the same game with just like lower end graphics, and maybe they did that to put it on mobile and like Switch and things like that. But like I said, let me know in the comments. I just wanted to know, if you guys have played it, um, and if so, like what your thoughts were. Is it just like a stripped down version of this game or not at all? Um, yeah, I'd just be very curious to know. Can, can we swim? No, it looks like there's like a. Looks like we can't swim. That's unfortunate. Be kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting some stutter here. Not entirely sure to be honest. Maybe it's just like streaming the new area. Those guys look tough. I don't know if like they're enemies or what, but I wonder if you can like walk on this rock formation here. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, and you can like switch weapons, but I don't like like I said, I'm still figuring everything out. So like I don't know why I'd want to have a spear or a javelin versus this crazy thing versus sword. Like is one better than the other? Is there a preference? Like I have no idea. Um I'm assuming that's the case. Otherwise, I don't think it would just be like a style thing. Um, so that I'll have to mess around with some more as well. Uh, I think I don't know. So yeah, you can run here, and usually you can jump in the car and things are a lot quicker. But just wanted to show off the world. Okay, so these point warp things confuse me too. I think I can just do one of these maybe, and it does extra damage. Not entirely sure. Whoa, what is happening? I think he pinned me down. That's funny. So yeah, they have like this highway system here. Some big towers over there too. That's kind of cool. What else? The audio. Didn't touch on the audio yet. It seems really good. Almost seems like a little limited though. I keep hearing one recurring song in the background, and I really like it a lot. But I've only heard like that one and maybe a few others. So that would be the only thing. Like maybe the audio will eventually change if you switch areas, but I haven't experienced that yet. Obviously, the voice work is top notch, so that's great. Um, Animations are really good. Like I don't know, I just think they're so smooth. Um, yeah, that I had to beat this Behemoth boss, um, and he just looked so cool. So I'm sure they get even cooler. Um, but yeah, that's really all I have to say about this. Go, wow. See, there's that parry. It's really important that you catch that. Oh, that's pretty neat. He's like the muscle of the group. Ooh, wow, that killed him completely. That's cool. Yeah, so I think that's all I have to say about Final Fantasy 15 thus far. Um, Overall, I think the small caveats, in my opinion, are well outweighed by all the really cool things that they've done in this game, namely the graphics and the voice work and just the cast of characters that kind of plunge this game forward or carry this game forward. I would like to know your thoughts if you guys have played the game or um, just it's in your backlog and you've been meaning to, pop it in or if you hate it completely, let me know. I'm always open to hear that as well. Um, I do thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a terrific rest of your day. As always, please don't hesitate to like. If you don't like it, dislike or some feedback is always appreciated, and don't hesitate to subscribe. Trying to get to 20 subscribers. That's the goal right now. So thanks, guys. Have a good rest of your day.